those are my life updates. Pregnant, bangs, happy, pain, but life is good. Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a major catch-up vlog. I'm catching you up on my biggest life updates. You probably saw in the thumbnail, I am pregnant. I am pregnant with baby number 2. I'm a little over halfway. Here's my bump. We're starting to bump. Definitely popping a bit sooner than my last pregnancy. My last pregnancy was in 2021. My son was born in August of that year. He's 2 going on 2.5. And so the age difference between the kids will be between 2.5 and 3 years, which was what we were hoping for. So super stoked, super happy, super grateful. I'm feeling okay. I'll tell you about some of my pregnancy symptoms. A little bit more of a gnarly pregnancy. My first pregnancy was quite a breeze. I didn't have nausea in my first trimester. My second trimester was kind of a breeze. And then my third trimester, I did have like a lot of weird symptoms that popped up, but nothing too severe. But this pregnancy has been completely different. My first trimester, I had a ton of nausea every single day. I basically did not have an appetite. I had a ton of food aversions, and then I was just really tired, just wanting to sleep all the time and just not feeling like myself. I was just feeling super down. Luckily, I don't suffer from depression and don't go through depressive episodes, but for me, that period of time was basically as down as I get. I was not my perky positive self. I just felt very like melancholy. And luckily, it only lasted through a few weeks into my second trimester, and then November and December, I was looking forward to feeling much better. But let me tell you guys, my second trimester has been harder than my first. So all of the crazy symptoms that I had in my third trimester, especially the last few weeks before I gave birth, I'm having all those symptoms now. The first one that popped up is heartburn, and I think heartburn is really common in pregnant women, but it is so gnarly. If you've had it, it is so painful and it's so scary. I had a really bad flu a couple weeks ago, and I was having like horrible body aches, like cramping pains in my stomach, which is very scary when you're pregnant. And then also I was having heartburn, and I was just like crying for hours and hours. It was not cute, not cool. My husband's like, get to urgent care. What are you doing? You're pregnant. So we went to urgent care. I got checked out, and like luckily everything's fine, but I was prescribed some antacid, like heartburn medication that's pregnancy safe. I think it's the same as some over-the-counter products, but I've had that, so I just take that when I feel the heartburn coming on. And then my other main symptom, okay, you guys, this is like a bit TMI, but I feel like not sharing the ups and downs of pregnancy is a bit misleading for those who like want to be pregnant and are curious about it. My big symptom I didn't have till my final month of pregnancy last time, maybe last 2 months, was severe swelling and blood flow and varicose veins all down there. Just like crazy swelling basically that hurts nonstop. I feel like it's similar to the feeling of like a sprained ankle, sort of like when you step on it, but that's the feeling all the time, especially when you're standing up. And I talked to my doctors. I talked to like 3 different doctors at this point, and they're just like, yeah, that's just part of it. So the most I can stand up maybe is like 20 to 30 minutes without feeling like I need to sit right now. Like this feels horrible. And I don't want to take like Tylenol and Advil all the time. I've only taken it a few times when I need to be on my feet longer for like an event, getting together with friends. But other than that, I'm just like sitting a lot. Like I can't really go on a walk, and I'm just over halfway through my pregnancy. So I'm not here to complain. I'm very grateful to be pregnant. I'm very proud to be a mother. I have a ton of like crazy varicose veins and spider veins all down like my thighs and my bum right now that are blue and purple, and it just is what it is. I'm not embarrassed. I don't feel like ugly. It's more just like I'm in pain. So that's the dealio with my pregnancy, but I'm so excited for birth. I had a really positive birth last time. I got really into like hypnobirthing. I also wanted to share with you guys our little ultrasound pictures. They had one of those 3D imaging machines at our 20-week scan, which was really cute. Anyway, here's the baby's face. If you can see, there's a little nose and 2 eyes, and then they're nestled up, I think, against my placenta there. But yeah, that's the sweet special things that are going on. Trying to keep my belly lubed up. I want to show you guys what I've been using. I use the Hatch body oil, belly oil from that like expensive brand. It was gifted to me by a friend last pregnancy, and I just thought it was okay. And another friend recommended this 8 Sheep's Organic True Belly Serum, and I just like wanted to try something new. I do believe in kind of like splurging and treating yourself a little in pregnancy because there's not much you can enjoy. And then I also got by the same brand this Glow body oil. I did get quite a few stretch marks in my last pregnancy, but they say that they never go away, and mine did. And I'm not trying to brag, but they like actually did go away. I had a bunch of like bright red ones, like kind of all over my belly, but specifically on my chest and around my chest. And I just thought, okay, I guess they're here forever. And they went away. So I don't know if it's because I oiled them. I think it's supposed to be like mostly genetic. And then the other big thing is I got bangs. Have you guys ever seen that really good Krill Show episode with Liz and Liz of Publicity? She's like, I got bangs. And the other one's like, congraturitos. Bang and bangs, I got them. I asked for bangs when I went and got my hair cut in September. And the hairdresser basically like told me no. You know how when they slowly dispersuade you, is that a word? Dissuade you throughout your appointment to not do the thing that you want to do. And I've been losing hair. I mean, I lost hair in my pregnancy and postpartum. Did it ever come back? I don't know. But basically in a typical spot, like this little triangle area on both sides. And she was kind of acting like, okay, with a little bit of thinness in front, you don't want to take away the hair from there. It's not going to be like becoming. She didn't use the word becoming, but you know, I was sensing that's what she meant. But I was like, you know what? I feel like it will look more youthful and fun. And I love a flirty kind of like French bang. So yesterday I just went and cut them myself and I love how they look. I barely did any feathering. I just kind of went whoop, 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 whoop. So I'm super jazzed on my bangs. They're simple little curtain bangs. Bam, those are my life updates. Pregnant, bangs, happy, pain, but life is good. Okay, next let's do catching up around the house together. I'm gonna take down all of my holiday decorations. Christmas is over, so I'm gonna take down anything Christmas related. It's about to be New Year's, so I'm still gonna leave up a few twinkly things. I like my house to feel really bright and spacious and clean going into the new year with a little touch, a little dust, a little residue of like holiday magic. Because if you take down, cut out all of your holiday decorations like all at once, I feel like it can be a bit depressing and empty in your house. And then after we do a bit of tidying, I wanted to share with you guys a few Christmas gifts that I received that I am loving. And I'm also gonna share my New Year's intentions, basically goal setting for this next year. They're like semi-personal and vulnerable. This is just like a lot of information about me vlog, but hopefully it's relatable to you. All right, let's tidy. I was reaching for these to take them off the wall, but I actually love them so much. I feel like having angel wings in the house just feels very like protective and like uplifting. There's something about them I really like. Like I think I would like a piece of art in this exact shape. So I think I'm gonna leave them up for January, maybe February. As soon as I get tired of them, I can just put them back in my Christmas box. But for now, I'm gonna try them out as a permanent fixture.
That though, I really need to try to talk to you, but every time I do, I end up like yeah, when I try to tell you how I feel, strange things happen to me, I lose my way, I don't know what to say, it's always like this, I know it.
New product time, and I do feel a little weird sharing like products to shop on my channel since my channel is about owning less and not shopping, But at the same time, we need stuff. We all buy stuff and use stuff. So I just want to recommend the things that I love. First one is a stocking stuffer that I got myself. It's the Essence Hydra Matte Lipstick. I really wanted like a fun kind of like raspberry color. It turned out to be less like pink and purpley and a little bit more red, but I love the consistency of this and it's less than $10. I think I got it for like $3.99. It reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, like soft and pillowy and a really nice scent. Let me put it on. And I feel like it's one of those colors that looks really nice, like blotted out, like Just Kiss sort of look. I mean, you tell me. That's what it looks like. I guess in between a red and a berry, and it's like really soft and matte. I just feel like it's not like an embarrassing lipstick. Like sometimes you put lipstick on and it's like really trying. Like when I wear red, I feel like that's what I'm going for. I'm like trying to look like I'm wearing lipstick. And this one, I'm not trying to hide it, but I think it's like a lot more subdued. Anyway, love it. Hydra Matte lipstick in the color Berry Special. The next item I wanted to share with you guys is my new purse. I had the same leather bag for like the last 4 years and I just replaced it. I bought this one for myself, basically for my birthday. I think it's $180 on the Madewell site right now. It's their essential tote bag and I got it for $125 new with tags on Poshmark, which for me felt like a deal. I feel like really nice quality leather in a bag this big. Feels weird paying less than $100 for it. But yeah, it's just a huge bucket. I wanted to upgrade in size a bit now that I'm gonna have 2 kids. We'll be lugging around just a little bit more snacks, a few more diapers, you feel me? I had a tote bag from Madewell in the past and it lasted like a comically long amount of time. And so I just know this is gonna last and last and last. And I feel like it's practical, it's durable, but still fashionable. I feel like this is a nice little buckle. I typically just wear these gold hoops every day, so they match the gold here. Here's what it looks like on my arm, on my hip. So that's my new bag, my new purse. I'm gonna bring you guys into the living room now and show you one other thing I've been loving. So I got a record player for my birthday from Dustin. I wanted a record player for years and years and years, but I was skeptical it's something I would actually use. Like I thought it was one of those things that I'd buy and it would just sit and then I'd feel guilty, then have to sell it. And I got it, yeah, a few weeks ago and I've been using it multiple times a day. It's so fun, it looks so beautiful. Also, it worked really well for gifting this year because I basically just told family, just pick out a record that you think I'd like or something that you'd like or that we have a memory together with and just get me that one thing. So my mom picked out this Frank Sinatra record for me, which is like so perfect, making dinner with my husband. I got myself this record for Christmas. It's The Cure, the Head on the Door album. It's really fun. I feel like for having people over, just like cranking up a little party. My dad got me the Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits. I haven't thrown this on yet, but I feel like this is like the #1 staple record to have. My dad also, so fun. He got me the Go-Go's and it's so sweet. My dad like picked out the records on eBay and found them from someone, which is just so fun. And this record's really pretty. Actually, I have it on here right now. It's this really cool sea glass. Just really special. I'm feeling them. I don't feel like I'm kind of like jumped down by all of this. I feel like it's like kind of a fun interactive thing. And I've been trying to infuse more like interactive decorations or pieces into our house. That's my goal for this next year. For instance, I'm gonna hang a guitar and a ukulele that we have on our wall over there. And I think it's gonna look really nice. There are things that we can reach for and that are functional as like the artwork or the pieces of the home versus like sedentary decor. So anyway, that's kind of like a little bit of my thought process. We listened to this Charlie Brown Christmas album a lot leading up to Christmas. And then my husband got me 2 T-Swizzle records. I feel like there's certain albums that would sound better on vinyl or like matches my mood. So I picked the Red album and then also the Folklore album. Those were my two picks for the records there. And they just like look so cute. I'm obsessed with the album art for both of these. And then these last few I got my husband for Christmas. This is a Billy Strings record. He's a bluegrass performer and he's actually gonna perform at the Under the Big Sky Music Festival here in Montana. And I also got my husband this Adele album for Christmas. He just loves Adele. I know everybody loves Adele, but it just cracks me up, this man just like playing these songs over and over again. He was playing which song? Turning Tables like 20 times last night. He's like, play it again, play it again. I'm like, okay, emo night for Dustin. And then I also got him this Alt J record. I think this is their first album with like all the songs you know. Breeze Blocks and Tessellate from the Mercury Prize-winning debut album. Yep, so that's our album collection so far. I think it's fun to like see what other like records people own, like what kind of music that they listen to. So that is the last product of the 3 I wanted to share with you guys that I feel like is a good value that I've been loving. There's just so many things that I buy that I'm so dissatisfied with that I'll just return, and these are the things that I feel like are worth the money, at least for me.
call and ask around to see if someone's sent for the win. And we all got different highs, and no one likes to wait. No patience. It's a death dance. We ain't got nothing to lose. Staring up is what we do. And me and mine, we take what we want. We are the colors, and the middle way's no way. We are the highway. We are the highway. And we ain't got nothing to
To close out the vlog, I wanted to share with you guys my intentions for the new year. I don't set really specific goals anymore. I used to have like a militant regiment of my new diet and exercise and all of these like things I wanted to accomplish, how many books I wanted to read per month. But over time, I have found that doesn't work for me. It creates this kind of like negative association with the goals or the resolutions. It starts to feel like it's me versus the goal versus us being on the same page. So these days, in the last few years, I prefer just to set a general intention or like mantra or mindset, and these serve as my North Star, my guiding light for the year. And I typically don't start my intentions or like goals for the new year like J1. I feel like the new year doesn't start until like a few weeks in. So I'm gonna be sharing my intentions with you guys. I only have 3. If I have more than that, I just kind of forget about them and don't follow them. So number 1 for me is to pursue my passions without fear. I feel like in the past few years, I've had this idea kind of top of mind, but I haven't fully committed to fully submerging myself in that water. I feel like I'm kind of wading into cool water. I'm kind of up to the rib cage, but I haven't gone under. I haven't really taken a dive in, and I want to go there with my passions and my hobbies, specifically this YouTube channel, and then also kind of a new career path, which I'll speak to in a second. But I was re-inspired by this Ira Glass talking point or quote. Basically, he speaks about creators, artists, anyone that generally makes stuff. When you first start, you have your taste, which is the caliber of the work that you like and admire. Maybe it's certain films, maybe it's music, and you want to be at that caliber, but there's just no way to be there when you first start because you're just beginning. And the difference between the successful work and the successful people and the people that just start, he says, is just persevering. It's making a lot of embarrassing bad stuff that doesn't feel even remotely close to all the work that you have the great taste for. So that's why my goal for myself is to be fearless when pursuing these passions with my YouTube channel. Just keep going for it. And I look back at my first videos and I'm like, oh my goodness. Those were so silly, but I've tried to learn something new every week as I put videos out and like look into my analytics and see what people are enjoying, but also staying true to myself. So I feel like I have been practicing this a bit with YouTube, but I want to like fully dive in. And then the other thing I'm really excited about and nervous to even say for some reason is that I finally want to pursue a career in interior design. I have had the biggest heart for interior since I was young, basically since I was like probably in like 4th or 5th grade, but something like a little voice in my head, I think it's a few things people said to me growing up, made me believe that art generally wasn't my special superpower. Maybe I didn't have like that zoom out magical art director kind of vision. And I'm trying to break down that idea in my mind. And right now, as a young mother, I feel like it's the perfect time to kind of make that little switch. I've worked in marketing for like big retail companies, and it's been a great time, but I'm just not really into the missions of most of those companies. I don't think I can go back to that world. I don't have time or money to go back to school at this moment, and I also want to be really sure about it. But what I thought I could do is just set up a interior design 101 for myself, basically get a bunch of lists of textbooks that are required of interior design students, and then just start reading and taking notes. I feel like when I was in high school and college, I was a person that was trying to make the grades, and I feel like it was a lot of memorizing and not truly wanting to be there to like absorb and learn. And now I'm at the point in life where I want to learn because I'm interested. So I have a goal for myself to do a ton of reading and note taking this year in interior design broadly. Then hopefully I'll be able to hone in on what I want to do in that field. I feel like there's so many opportunities. So that's my first intention. That was a long one. The other 2 are going to be shorter, but that's the one I'm most excited about. My next intention on the list, this one I'm also very excited for. It's kind of like a different category of my life, but it is to be the friend specifically, but also mother, wife, etc., that I would want. We just moved to Montana. We don't know anyone here. We don't have family here. We don't have friends. I've been trying my damnedest to make friends, and that is my goal this year, is to keep on keeping on with that. I really want to give this area a fair shake, put all of our eggs in one basket here, as far as like not feeling like when our year lease comes to an end, oh man, we didn't really make friends here. We didn't really love the people here. No, I want to be sure that I tried my absolute hardest to start building a community. That's what I'm looking for the foundation of my family's life, is to have a community. We haven't quite started school, so I know that will naturally happen when my kids start going to school, meeting other parents and friends. And also hopefully when I go back to work, I'm not just looking for that quick remote job. The remote job is amazing as far as like having flexibility, but I really want to work within the community that I'm living, especially where we're living as kind of a vacation town. I don't want to be just a transient person that's just here to enjoy the amenities and not support the town. So that's my friendship intention. Be that friend that is there for you, that checks in on you, and that cheerleads you. And I think that can only lead to really, really good things. My third and final intention is to embrace the unknown, all the things, all the variables in my life that I don't quite have answers to. I feel like at this point last year, I had it in my mind that once we settled on a location, once I got pregnant again, everything would be figured out. I'd have all the answers, and here I am. And I'm just reminded again that we never really have any answers for anything in life. Things are ever changing, and there are so many variables coming up this year that feel out of my control. For instance, this pregnancy, all of my crazy symptoms that I didn't expect, the fact that I really can't walk around that much right now without being in pain. I'm trying to kind of like relinquish my control, my hold over that. Same with my birth, same with the baby. I don't know if my baby's going to be a good sleeper. I don't know if my baby's going to want to breastfeed. I feel like last time with my pregnancy, I was in very control mode. Everything in my house needed to be perfect and sterile and matching colors. I needed to study every single thing about birth and read all these books and listen to all these podcasts. And yeah, I do think some of those things helped, but I think kind of like stressing out about them and having so much focus on them just takes the joy out of life. It sucks a lot of energy. So that's why my intention is to embrace the unknown and just have a positive outlook. I feel like all you can do is be your kind, authentic self, and then everything else in life just happens. And it's how you handle those curveballs and kind of like the mindset that you have that gets you through it all. So those are my intentions. I didn't have anything specifically about minimalism. I feel like at this point in my minimalism journey, I'm pretty solid as far as like I've been through the exploration phase quite a bit. And now I'm kind of in a growth stage as my family grows. Naturally, having another kid enter the world, we're gonna have more stuff. So I think what I wanna do in my next video is to create some tips for family minimalism, basically minimalism outside of like a single person in a perfectly clean studio, because that's not most people's lives. If you do have a big family, I highly, highly recommend the Minimal Moms YouTube channel. Not to steer you away from mine, but she is really what got me, I feel like, really passionate about having a realistic minimalist house and in turn having a more enriched life. So I'm gonna share some of my own kind of like discoveries, findings as far as like getting a partner on board, how to manage toys and all of that. And let me know in the comments if you have any tips for family minimalism that you think I should share in that video, because it's certainly different than a single person doing the dang thing when you don't have to consult with anyone else. That is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed my fun announcement, these New Year's intentions, and a little bit of tidying up. I'll catch you in my next one. I love you guys so, so much. Have the most fun rest of your day. Bye.